Wilson Morales talking to Kendrick Sampson regarding his return to Insecure. Did you always know you was going to come back?
Did I know I was going to come back this season? Yes. Yes, I did.
Can you tell us how it ends? Just kidding.
I could.
That's how you kill a story.
I wish I could. Actually, you know what? To be completely honest, I couldn't even because I don't know what happens in the editing room, you know. And I'm told they shot more than one ending.
All right. So based on what we saw last week, in which you just walked out of the room, what are we getting from Nathan this season? He was just like, I'm not here for the tears, huh?
Who knows? I guess we're gonna have to find out what his reasoning was, But I've been in that situation before. I didn't leave, but I'm interested to see. I was also home, so I don't know what. I'm not sure, but there's definitely some plot twists in coming up this season. There's some exciting moments. I had a lot of fun reading and of course playing. So there's a lot to look forward to.
Are we to assume that he's got his mentals correct? Last year he went on a little sabbatical, try to get his head straight. Talking about a little drama here and there. We see him. He got his barbershop. Is he all good now?
Are we ever all good? I think he's in a much better place, which is great. But I think that's what this show does so well, is show that we're not ever all good, right? That we all got something that we got to work through. And I was just talking about this. I think this show, what's so special about this show is that it's about the insecurities in life, which is usually in the gray areas, right? It's in the areas that we're uncertain about. And that's the most exciting part of life, right? To watch. It's just the people now.
Well, it started out with the women, like Molly's never getting the right love. Issa's always got drama. That's why you got to have that show. But the men, always seem to get it right. But then lately, Lawrence, he got his drama. And then last year, there was like, Nathan, he's too good to be true. Then later on, we're like, oh, he did the disappearing act, And now we get to see him back, and we're like, okay, we know Lawrence is going to come back into the picture. So are we going to get a little triangle? Like, who's the right one for Issa? Or somebody else out of the blue that we ain't see yet going to come in?
Who knows? It's very unpredictable. Her life and her love life in particular is very unpredictable. So there's some roller coaster riding going on.
What has the show done for you? Sometimes the show benefits from just the main cast, but even everybody that's been on it, whether it be for one role, one scene, has all benefited, because that's the tribute to the many fans that watch this show with a lot of passion. You could be on it for one scene, you're like, yo, you that dude that was at that party. Even if you could do one scene, one line, and all of a sudden people will know who you are. So what has this show done for you as an actor?
I mean, it's just honestly given me the opportunity to be a part of history. I think it was a revolutionary show simply because of what I just talked about, like that it showed we're usually superhuman or subhuman as Black folks in these stories in Hollywood, and for us to be able to display our full humanity in all of its gray areas is a revolutionary act. And so I think it's revolutionary art in a lot of ways. And I got to strengthen my community around me. I think it was something very special to me. I think everybody's experience has been really special to them, but for me in particular, being able to do the work that I do in liberation and be supported by my cast and my, producing, the producers and crew and folks coming out and supporting the broader liberation movement for Black folks, getting out in the streets and protesting, but also personally checking up on me and making sure that I'm good and can have a career and do what I love, have a career and support liberation at the same time, and be out there doing what I do. That's invaluable. So it's been very special for me.
You've also done films. Last year you got a lot of acclaim for being in Miss Juneteenth. It's good to see you on the big screen. With Insecure, you work with a lot of directors, and actors can never stop learning. So, like with as many directors you've worked with on the show for the episodes you've done, what did you pick up? Whether it be from all of them combined or for anyone in particular that helps your skill set on your next project.
I think one really cool thing about TV, there's advantages for film and TV. Working with the director for a long time, you get to learn, you get a shorthand, right? You get to learn their personalities, their idiosyncrasies. And then in television, you switch out, I'm sure but a lot of people don't know they switch out directors every episode for the most part. And you get to learn people's personality. You get another chance at effective communication with a new person, which means you really have to listen, right? But also you get the respect from a lot of directors of, if you've been on the show for a while, of knowing who your character and what the world is a bit better than a director that's just dropping in for one episode. So I think the most valuable thing I got was just learning people's personalities and more than anything, I think now because of Insecure, I probably know more Black directors than any other, demographic director, which is a very rare thing to be able to say in Hollywood. So I've learned there, especially even this season. Mo, who just directed this last episode, Amy comes in and directs, Natasha directs. I've been directed by Kerry Washington and Regina King on this show. Prentice, of course, is incredible. Just I can't say enough. There's just really, really dope directors. Stella McGee, Millicent Shelton. I can go on and on and on.
With the show, obviously, you have a barbershop, and one thing about the show that it highlights, like you mentioned, the community. The character itself gives love to areas, whether they're an artist. From just this season alone, she's supporting artists, she's supporting a barber like your character. You see that it ain't all about the glitziness of being in LA and Hollywood. That's not what those characters are all about. For yourself, when you're playing this role, I won't say he's happy-go-lucky, but he's playing like an everyday guy that people probably can relate to. How do you usually see yourself in Nathan? What part of Nathan is you?
The goofy side. The goofy side is probably me, and definitely, I've had all these same conversations about barbecue and what's not right in LA, compared to Houston. Those are probably the things that we have most in common. Is probably, just Houston culture and just when he gets silly, that's
you shot the episodes already, we just have to wait it out. What's next for you?
Well, a lot.
Well, you had me on that one. I'm like here, like the silence is like, what do you got?
Yeah,
going?
I'm hoping.
Are we gonna see anything else?
Yeah, I'm hoping I can talk about it soon. Right now, what I can talk about is Build Power, my nonprofit, or our nonprofit, excuse me, co-founded by Tia Osho and Mike De La Rocha. And we've been infrastructure building. We were hosting an event with Color of Change next week on ending police associations. And, we have a lot of, work with Liberate Mental Health and such coming up. So that's been huge. Been building a production company. Those are the things coming up that I'm super excited about, that I actually can talk about, and the rest I get to you when it's time.
And you know, the beauty of it is that people know you because not only do you act, but you do stuff outside of acting, which is great because it helps you as a person. It helps us to know that hey, he's more than just an actor. If he doesn't act again, you know, he's gonna be doing this, you know. But then again, you need a job and we want to see you on the screen.
Yeah, yeah,
You know, I
yeah,
don't
yeah.
want to see you on the milk cart and goes, yeah, whatever happened to that dude from Insecure?
Yeah, yeah. I hope to God I'm not ever on a milk carton, but
And that is the thing. And for anybody who may watch this and may get offended, I'm just kidding aside, but you know, you never know these days. You say the wrong thing, you can get canceled. You
no, I
know,
really do. I am very grateful for being able to talk about the things that I'm able to talk about because of shows like this. And I'm gonna continue doing the art, and I'm really excited about what's coming up. And of course, like I said, you know, I'll be excited to talk to you about it.
all right. You know, well, Kendrick's always good fun. You know, like being that Lawrence is doing a show, it can't. It's not like you're the only guy left. And we're gonna be like, I'm rooting for you. We gotta wait and see.
Exactly.
You know, so
Exactly.
keep doing your thing. You're in LA, so wherever you're at, stay safe. We'll talk down the road.
Of course. All right. Good talking to
Take
you.
care. Mhm.
Peace.